I just finished Touching Spirit Bear by Ben Michelson. Ben Michelson is a guy who uses his books to help kids break out of labels and discover their own special genius. He has a passion to help impact kids' lives. In this book, Touching Spirit Bear, it's about a boy named Cole who is going through a lot of rough times. His mom and dad divorced. His dad is a drinker who beats him. His mom doesn't stand up for herself against the dad or really at anything. Um, so Cole has a lot of anger built up inside of him. And well, in one part of the book, he took his anger out on one kid and nearly beat him to death. And so he was going to go to jail, but instead of going to jail, they decided to put him in a new program called Justice Circle, where he goes to an island by himself for a year and has to figure out himself and how to become a better person. Um, and then one part of the book where he sees a spirit bear. He has these anger issues, and he decides he wants to try to kill this bear. So here it says, when Cole's advance brought him within 10 feet of the spirit bear, he made his move. He flung the spear with all his strength, fully intending to kill. A blur of white motion deflected the shaft down into the grass as the bear lunged. Cole never even had time to raise the knife before the bear was on him. Clubbing him down with a powerful blow, Cole's body folded and collapsed to the ground. Before he could roll away, another crushing paw shoved his face into the dirt. His jaw struck a rock. Rolling over, then scrambling to his feet, Cole ran toward the trees, but they offered no protection. The bear was on him again, dragging him down, its breath rotten. Cole gripped the knife with his left hand and clawed with his right at some long stalks of Devil's Club. Anything to pull himself away from the raking claws of the bear. With each desperate grab, hundreds of tiny thistles pierced his fingers. He ignored the thistles as the bear sank its teeth into his thigh, lifting him like a rag doll. Cole's stomach churned and he swung the knife wildly. Each time he stabbed the bear, its powerful jaws clamped harder. Cole felt his pelvis crack, his body went weak, and the knife slipped from his hand. The bear dropped him to the ground and pawed at his chest as if raking leaves. Sharp claws ripped flesh with each swipe. Cole raised his right arm to ward off the attack, and teeth clamped onto his forearm. Then everything seemed to happen in slow motion. He felt his body flop back and forth, the bear swinging him by the arm. Cole pounded the bear's face with his fist, but nothing stopped the savage attack. In desperation, he grabbed the bear's neck to free his arm from crushing jaws. A handful of white hair pulled loose. Cole heard the loud crack of bones breaking in his arm. Then the bear dropped with a grunt. Cole cowered on the ground, pain piercing his shoulder, all feeling his right arm had disappeared. As the bear turned toward him again, Cole screamed, "No! No more!" But his words came out as a coarse grunt. He collapsed onto his back. As if finishing its attack, the spirit bear placed its huge paws on Cole's chest and gave a single hard shove. Air exploded from Cole's lungs. Ribs snapped. Mouth wide open, Cole gasped but could not catch his breath. The spirit bear towered over him, its rank breath warm. Cole struggled to move his arms, his legs, anything to escape the white monster, but his body refused to move. Waves of nauseating pain flooded through him. Each time he gasped, pain gripped his chest and a thick, sweet taste of blood filled his mouth. For an eternity, the bear remained standing over Cole in the chilling rain. Finally, it drew in a deep breath, raised its massive head, and stepped casually to the side. With a lazy shuffle, it turned away and wandered down the shoreline. So, I hope that really got you wanting to read this book, and that's it.